with a range of new people finding the site and finding my content and reaching out, I just want to do a quick video on what the Draft Oracle is and how I use it and some of the key features. So goal of this video is just to be sub 5 minutes, just give it a quick watch, and then it will sort of stick around on the site just as a bit of a walkthrough introduction. So first thing when you sign up and log in is you get this dashboard. So you create your new league and you get given instructions on how to do that. Then you got the news network, which is just a rotating set of image carousels that give you important information each week. So who's returning from injuries and stuff. This updates sort of each week, same as all these other things, and I'll let you peruse those at your own leisure. Then you've got your leagues. You get a little bit of an insight into how you're going. So for this league, I've got a mixed run ahead, so tough matchups mixed with some good matchups. And then here I've got, in theory, easy opponents. I've also got my odds finals pulse, so just how I'm on track to make the finals and potentially win my league. So if you jump into a league, there's kind of a few components now. The Oracle's grown so much. It used to just be like a league insights, just giving you as much information about your competition and how you sit. Like, look at all this data and how you're performing and all this sort of thing on your league. But it's really grown now to be roster management, trade insights, all this sort of stuff. So there's just so much more you can do, as well as stats and research have been the things in the last couple of weeks that have exploded. So roster management is just making sure you're kind of making the best choices, scanning waivers. You know, if you're looking for a front rower and say you're happy for him to average 46 and it's just sort of a mid-term pickup, you can scan the waivers and it tells you who in your league is available. But in order to kind of get those insights, you do need to connect to SuperCoach, or if you really like to do it old school, you can manually import your league roster. So there's no way in SuperCoach to get a view like this of like your opponent's teams. That's why I basically made this tool, or a big reason I made this tool is so you can see all of the players that are owned. They all have signals. So there's a key up here, and you can kind of quickly scan who's got who, what to do. If this is current, by just syncing automatically once you've connected to SuperCoach, the app, then your waiver wire and trade analysis and all that stuff's way more accurate. You can plan for origin accordingly, so it kind of uses your roster and other people you might want to pick up as a result of trades and kind of make sure you've got the right numbers in the right spots for origin. Trade lab, you can analyze actual player trades like 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 1 for 1, 1 for 3. It is one of the more complex things in the system, so it's something that you take with a grain of salt. Definitely really hard to analyze trades given rosters can be different, injuries. The Oracle is pretty cool, but it doesn't know if someone's injured and stuff like that. It's a bit too hard to work that in. Stats is really great, probably something I hit the most as the person who makes all this. I still spend a lot of time here. You get like team finals. So I play 23-26. I'm constantly scanning which teams are the go-ahead. I'm looking in there which players to target in different sort of positions for me to kind of plan ahead for finals, because as you saw at the start on the dashboard, I'm on track. So that type of is a great example. I'm on track for finals. Start planning for finals. If I wasn't on track, I'd be planning for the short term. So we'd have a look at the next 3 rounds. I want to get some Canberra players, some Dolphins players, some Warriors players, some Titans. You know, I could focus on these guys to make sure I'm winning, and I can look at who to avoid in the next 3 rounds. I need to get off Canterbury, get off Melbourne, get off the Cowboys, that sort of stuff. Research is really cool. A few really fun new features in here. So you can do your look ahead. So you can do like KL Ero, how's he looking next 3 rounds. Some of you guys would have seen this on socials. You get a bit of an update on how he's tracking. Scoring map is something people love. It's great for Classic too. So all these research and stats are massive for Classic too. Some of the other things aren't valuable for Classic, but these are all amazing for Classic. So here you can just go like left winger this week, who benefits the most? Samuel Stone Street, and he did score against St George because I'm making this before the end of round 14. Go left to RF. Salmon hasn't played yet. Crichton, I didn't do much. I think Benny Travojevic scored a try. Could be wrong. I'm going off memory. Connelly Lemuelu had a massive line break. Piacora scored a try. So like, it's pretty interesting how this works. Stewart went all right. Huddy Young went all right. Teague Wilton actually went okay. Fafita scored a try. So you can sort of see, probably he did great. Dylan Lucas had a tough matchup, or was against a tough defense, and he outperformed it because this has no modeling in it. This is just pure. My matchups have modeling, but that's a conversation for another time. So a lot of cool stuff in the Oracles. That's sort of what the Oracle is. You know, you can just switch between your leagues. You can jump into research from here, go back to your dashboard. You can read articles, that sort of thing. It is just a one-stop shop for dominating multiple draft leagues. So I've switched teams. You can sort of see the way my roster is in terms of depth. You can see who my player in Spotlight was, all these insights. There's even, you can take me to the future and look ahead at stuff. So that's how all this works. Each week you enter your new data, blah, 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 but we do have syncing now as well. So pretty cool stuff. That's the Oracle. So much to do and see in there, and it's got a nice weekly rhythm to it, as well as when you combine it with my content. We've got more to come too. Yeah, the tool just does not stop growing. I take feedback from everyone as well when they say they want to see something. I try my best to build it as quick as I can for them. So a lot of this stuff has been community feedback. So if you're interested in being part of the tool, then sign on and join the community and have your say on where the tool goes for now. So yeah, that's the Draft Oracle.